Hey there, good morning guys. It's a little cloudy and cold here in San Diego, which is a little abnormal for us, but yeah, it's good to see you guys. This morning we're going to be talking about the compound effect, but before we get into that, I'm going to mention that there's a giveaway, and this giveaway will be announced in about a week or so. I'm going to give you guys time to hold yourself, and I'm going to hold yourself accountable, and that's the whole purpose of this giveaway. And what we're giving away is this 5 milliliters of tangerine here, which is really wonderful to support the mind, the nervous system, so help to decompress, and it boosts immunity and a little bit of happiness in a bottle. So really wonderful on a cloudy gray day. In fact, I'm diffusing it myself behind me. So how do you get entered into this giveaway, right? So comment below. The compound effect is essentially about consistency. So whether that be taking small actionable steps on a daily basis for your health, for your personal goals, for your business, but it's how these small steps add up into a bigger result. So the giveaway is all about, good morning, Sophie. It's all about holding yourself accountable and being consistent. So what I want you to do is comment below on one action step you're going to take for yourself, for your health, your wellness, or your business, and comment that below, and hashtag compound effect. And then next week, when I go live again next week, just pop back on and update me on what you did, if it was successful, or even if it wasn't. You can still enter in the giveaway. Just say, I had an off week, I'm going to try again next week. If you were successful in taking little steps, then you can hashtag that. And then from the people that hashtag and comment both consecutive weeks, I'll draw a winner for the oil. So that's it. So just hashtag below a goal that you would like to work on and how you're going to be consistent in it. So essentially, in my physical therapy practice, and when I teach yoga classes, it's really wonderful to see people that keep showing each week, or for the most part each week. If they miss a class here or there, that's totally normal. But those that are in my physical therapy clinic wishing to come back from an injury or prevent injury if they're working on wellness, or some of my coaching clients, like if they're just wishing to improve their quality of life, and if they are, I love having you in class, we miss you, Sophie. If they're wishing to improve their life in some way, through their business, what are some actionable steps they can take on a daily basis, or to help improve their financial goals, or just abundance, what their business is going to provide for them. For example, I'm self-employed, so or own my own business, however you want to term it. So sometimes it is about financial abundance through the oil team, through my patients, my clients, teaching classes, workshops, all these things. But more importantly to me, it's about time freedom, right? So some of you may have saw my post earlier this week where I was able to take Monday off and be with my husband and my daughter, because Sean had off from work because it was like President's holiday of some sort. So, whatever you hope your business to achieve, again, you have to take action, but at the same time, respecting your boundaries. So of what, your energy output can handle. And I'm learning that myself as we speak. But I find that it's not about making these large daunting goals. Like, for example, like I want to get rid of my low back pain completely that's been there for 20 plus years, right? All in 1 week. That's a very big goal, and I'm not going to be the one that says that's not achievable, but sometimes we can bite off more than we can chew, and then because it's so overwhelming, and to get there, like the number of steps and things that you need to do are so unattainable that you don't end up doing anything, right? So it becomes this black or white phenomenon. When in reality, if you break, little tasks that you have to do, if you break down these bigger goals into smaller tasks and nibble at them, so to speak, each day, then those small little nibbles, let's see, if you imagine like a vegan scone or something, and you take small little bites of it day after day after day after day, then eventually that scone will be eaten. But you don't even realize like how much of the scone has been gone when you're taking small little bites. It's not until it's actually gone that you realize, oh, these small little bites have added up into a bigger result of having no scone, let's say. Or you can, sometimes the analogy is of taking small steps. So instead of taking like giant leaps towards your goals where it's like a huge energy output, sometimes the ability to leap is not even possible because of whatever. If you take small little steps, then eventually you're going to get to where you want to go. So, in the physical sense, if it is low back pain, what are some small actionable steps that you can take on a daily basis? So for me, I have a little protocol that I do most days of the week, and it's all these things beyond the physical wrapped into one, but I'll just share it with you so you have a sense of what I do to keep myself feeling good. So, most of you know I had a low back injury where I really injured my discs years ago, and I had nerve pain and weakness and numbness and all these things. And really I'm pain-free 99% of the time through this small little program that takes 10-15 minutes of my day, so not that much time. And I realize how impactful this is, or the compound effect of doing this program every single day. I really notice it the most, not so much when I'm doing it consistently, but when I don't do it. So let's say I go on vacation, or when I had my surgery and I really wasn't able to do that, was out of sorts. Then I notice the compound effect of not doing it on my mind and how my body feels, and some of my symptoms start to come back online. So, for example, here's my little program. I have something for my mind and my body, my soul. I start with a meditation, and sometimes it's structured. More recently, I'm trying to be more flexible in my meditation and really go in with no plan. So sometimes I work on balancing chakras or visualization of a certain thing. But right now, I'm going in with a clean slate and trying to just see what comes up in my mind and go with that. But 5-7 minutes, really. I put on an essential oil before I go into the meditation that's going to help complement whatever I'm feeling. If I need a little happiness boost, or calming, grounding, or inspiration, it's endless what you can pair the oils with your meditation with for chakra balancing again, for cleansing. So that's what I actually really love. It's fun to play around with, like the effects of the oil and my meditation practice. So transformation is one blend I really, really love when I'm going through an inspirational spark or creativity, or really wanting to make a leap or a jump into a new way of thinking. But again, 5 to 7 minutes, so not a long time, but really the effects add up over time, leading to greater things. Sometimes I meditate more, 20 minutes, half hour, but most days it's 5 to 7 minutes. I'm a mom of a 2-year-old, right? And then I go into my physical practice of a few asanas on the yoga wall, a few asanas on the mat for strengthening, for mobility, for my scoliosis. So they're very individualized to me. And then I kind of think about my day, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, and that's it. And then I go on about my day. And it's very simple. In fact, it's so simple. And some of the asanas, I mean, you see most people do in their practice all the time, like a hamstring stretch with a strap, down dog, like, so there's nothing really fancy about it. Yes, meditation. So, and Adriana, it's, sorry, I'm going to get sidetracked here, but yeah, there's so much research. I just got a book on meditation and the research out there because I listened to a podcast the other week, and I'll bring the book next week and I'll show you guys because I'm totally blanking on the title and the author right now. So I'm pretty useless in terms of the actual book. But yeah, there's so much research right now supporting meditation. And again, it's not just a one-shot off of meditation, sitting for an hour one day, like every few weeks, you know. No, they say it's the consistency of doing meditation every single day that's gonna lead to these changes, like the change in the gray matter of the brain or the change in the neural network. So, you know, coming back full circle to my program, that's not very fancy and it's not very long. It's just something that's not overwhelming. So even as a mom of a 2-year-old, even though I own my own business and have all these things going on, right, I can make a cajillion excuses. Oh, I just had surgery. I don't feel like doing my practice. You know, life is not so good. I don't feel like meditating. All this stuff. I can make excuses. Or I can just say, hey, it's 10 minutes right now. I'm just going to do it. Just do it. I force myself to do it. And each day it gets easier and easier. And then over time when I miss it, I really notice that I missed a couple of days and I'm like, shoot, you know, I've kind of fallen off the wagon. Now I see the negative, or I see the positive effects of my practice and the benefits. And when I don't do it, I start to see the negative effects, right? And the other thing is not only do you see these positive effects of having a practice each day. And I mean, you know, this can be applied. This is what makes my practice different than the traditional physical therapy practice. And there's so many wonderful, like Andrea, physical therapists on my OIL team that are moving more to this style of practice where we're not just giving exercises to our patients to say, oh, okay, do this bird dog strengthening thing, and we don't tell them why. And the patients don't really understand why they're doing this random exercise, and so they don't have a high likelihood of doing it because it doesn't even make sense, it doesn't fit their lifestyle, they don't like it. But instead, we're trying to develop a program for our clients and our patients that becomes a lifestyle. So they do it every day, and then they have this compound effect, and it reestablishes a new baseline of what their health and wellness is. So we all have this baseline of health and wellness, right? And we, you know, if this side is feeling great, healthy, no pain, no disease, all this kind of stuff, we'd all like to be on this side of health and wellness. And sometimes due to life, we get dropped down. Like, for example, I had to go through surgery, so I was more on this side for a period of time, and, you know, pain, discomfort, cancer, that sort of stuff. So not really that great of place. But you know what helped me to get back, you know, my yoga students and my patients, they're like a little bit baffled because now I had my surgery in December. Yes, I came back too early. I was a bad patient. But, you know, okay, so we're at the end of March. I am feeling so much better. My energy is back. Like I'm feeling way more like myself. So how did I get from way down here to back up here feeling good so quickly, right? It's because of this compound effect of all the things that I do every day. My 10 little minute program, right? It's like my baseline, right? It's a reset for my nervous system. This is normal for my body to feel this good and vibrant and healthy, right? But so when I was not feeling so good, and then I started to get back into my program, it was like my nervous system, my body was like, oh yeah, this is where we're supposed to be functioning. This is my thermostat. This is 72 degrees in my house. This is where we're supposed to be. So I'm going to help you get back to this place of comfort as quickly as possible, because this is what we're familiar with, right? Our body has our own natural homeostasis that it likes to maintain, whether it be down here or up here. And ideally, right, you want your thermostat to be fluctuating more on the above the health and wellness line. So you're feeling vibrant, you have an abundance of energy, abundance of joy, like time to give back to those that you care about, all this kind of good stuff. But if we're down here, you know, we are lacking all this. So, and we have different neural pathways and circuitry going on. For example, if we're in chronic pain down here, so day after day you're having pain, right? They are actually showing that there's changes in the brain where that's your normal, having pain. And let's take low back pain again. If you have a fear of moving because of pain. Oh, I can't bend forward because I'm going to have pain. I don't want to twist because it might lead to pain, that sort of thing. I can't go to yoga because it's going to cause pain. Then we're down here and we're kind of blocking ourselves. And our neural circuitry represents that. So even if we think about moving, or even if we think, oh, I have a fear because of pain, it lights up that pain pathway, right? So it's very accessible, very easy to find for the body mind. But if we use like oils, yoga practice, physical therapy exercises, all these things, then that can bump us up to, you know, a better place of health and wellness, where we feel better and we can change those neural circuitries. So get rid of the ones that highlight the pain pathway and establish new ones through this very simple program, wherever it is. That's my job as a PT. So people come to my office and I'm gonna set you guys up with your individualized program. So some of it might have facets of mine, right? Only because like a hamstring stretch, so many people have tight hamstrings from sitting so much, driving, running, all this kind of stuff. If you come to my yoga class, you hear me preach about it all the time, right? So there might be a facet that's similar, but really the program's individualized to you, your body, mind, spirit, short, cohesive. So I'm going to come back to these comments later and respond to them. I kind of got on a tangent there, but you know, so if you're doing it every day and day after day after day, it's like taking steps to getting yourself above this health wellness line so you can feel, move, and live better. That's essentially it in a nutshell. So again, I have this giveaway. You're going to get this oil. So now that you have a little background on the compound effect, like think, what's something that you can do for the next couple weeks, whether it be a couple minutes of meditation, whether it be a handful, so 3 to 5 yoga poses or strengthening like plank pose or something like that, that's going to improve your health and wellness. Many of you have worked with me at some point or another, so you do have your handful of exercises that you can do. So you don't have to be super specific, just hashtag health compound effect, right? And so next week you're going to come back in and you're going to write down, you know, I was successful or not, and that's okay. You still have a chance to win. I'm going to hold you accountable for the next week for following up on this consistency effort, right? And so if you want to get out of your house, out of your own practice, of course you can come to any of my classes. I can help to be specific with your body. If you're in a class, obviously, like, there's a whole group of people, but we can always chat for a few minutes after, or you can, so here's my class schedule for, what is this week? We're on Wednesday. So I'm teaching today, 10:30 in Prana in La Jolla. If you want to come, healthy back, come hang on the wall. This Friday at Yoga 6, 9 a.m., hot flow. Oh, here's another freebie. Whoever's the first to text me and say, I want a free class, can come on Friday at 9, first person, free class, yoga, Friday at 9. Yoga 6, Carlsbad. If you want a free class, you want to come, text me. Be the first person, you get it. If you don't have my text number, then you got to message me. Then what else do I have going on? This weekend I have a closed training, but next week, Tuesday night, you can come hang out on the yoga wall, 7:30 p.m. And in March, if you head over to my website under schedule, there's a bunch of classes, yoga wall classes I'm filling in for in North County, so that's fun for those of you up here. I have a workshop coming up in April at Soul of Yoga. So, and then 2 trainings. If you want to kind of learn more, essentially teaching yourself how to fish, so then, you know, you can keep yourself flowing along, or others, if you want to do more of the work that I'm doing, you know, I'm so happy to share this. I have a 1-day training coming up with Don Andalon at Level 4 PT in Encinitas, and it's about incorporating yoga and Pilates into a healthcare practice. So if you're a PT wishing to move to the wellness side, cash-based, I tell you it's the only way to go. I don't deal with Medicare paperwork at all. So much time freedom there. Then you can come here. If you're a yoga teacher or a Pilates teacher, you can also come and learn how to work with with physical therapists. And so just raising your standard of practice and what you teach to others, and develop a team that you can refer back and forth with, because we never work in isolation. And then the second thing coming up is the big yoga therapy certification. It's going to be super fun, 4 weekends this spring. For both of these, early bird ends the first week of March 1st and March 5th. So if you're interested in either of these, register now. Space is limited on both of them, and they're going to fill up, okay? So the other one is with my good friend Ilya, and it's incorporating some of these physical practices that I mentioned, so you can help develop programs for others, and but beyond that, so working with the kosha layers, developing programs that help with meditation and breath work, and if that person really has and believes in their purpose and passion in life, because sometimes it really does come down to that, and that's where meditation again can help to reestablish these neural patterns and network circuitry. So a couple of things that you can, well, more than a couple, you can join me live with, whether you want to just pop into classes on a weekly basis, come to a workshop, you can come to a training and teach yourself how to fish, which essentially is going to give you more bang for your buck for the long haul. My battery's going to die, so I'm going to sign off here. But again, to be entered into the giveaway, just comment below on what you're going to work on this week, and then come back next week and comment and just let me know how it's going, whether you're successful or not. We're all human. We all have off weeks, off days, and we set intentions that sometimes we just don't follow through, and that's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. We'll help. The point of it is to develop a community to help support in each other, keep reminding ourselves the importance of, you know, the physical and the mental, emotional, all these practices, and doing them every day so they lead to bigger effects, right? Whether that be for health and wellness or your business, right? What are some steps that you can take on your business? Like for me, I'll just be vulnerable. My compound effect, my daily practice has been doing actually less. Less is more, still giving myself the space to heal. And, you know, just maintaining this level of health and vibrancy, so, you know, I can help to prevent cancer again and not end up back down here. Now, again, I'm only human. I'm going to fall off the wagon every so often. But the more that I do that, the better my nervous system is going to stay calm and healthy and vibrant, so then I can prevent diseases and stay healthy. And, you know, we'll just see what happens with this whole gene thing, which is a whole different ball game, but I'm learning about it as I go. So yeah, I can share more about this genetic syndrome at some point, but so that's it. So if you have any questions, of course, comment below. If you have any topic ideas for next week, I haven't thought of the topic yet. We've been doing more philosophical topics, I guess you could say, about health and wellness, or just purpose and dharma, your life. But we can go into a joint in the body. Yeah, joint in the body. We can talk about scoliosis, for example. So comment below on a topic that you'd like to see next week. We can ask questions and have a discussion about it. So again, comment to enter to the giveaway, and I will see you all next week. Have a great day. Bye.